Hi guys, welcome to the video. And first off, I just want to talk about some exciting news. I'm about to release an online program that's going to allow you to bring about relaxation for sprinting. And this is a kind of a process that you can go through that's really, really simple that will bring about that relaxation that you need to perform at your best in competition, whether it's 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters, pretty much any event actually, or any sport. It would help in any sport because it goes deeper into the standard training. It puts you in the right state for you to perform at your best. And what you're going to get out of this program is the fact that how your body just switches on. It feels lighter. Muscles start to activate, glutes start to get stronger, and you build strength because that's what a relaxation does. It actually builds strength, it makes you looser, builds flexibility, and improves coordination, and you just gets you near or near enough to your flow state. So this online program is really, really valuable for you, and I'm about to release it in the next couple of weeks. I'm sorry about the delay. I said last week that I would actually release it this week, but I want to make it a little bit better for you guys. So I'm still putting the finishing touches to it. So please keep an eye out for that. I'll be talking about it further on. I mean, it's hugely valuable, this online program. It's going to be hugely valuable for you to reach your optimal ability. But today I want to talk about how you feel and that anxiety you feel and that tightness you feel, and those nerves you feel before the race. And I was thinking about what Dr. Jordan Peterson said actually in terms of how you feel at this stage. And he basically said, okay, you feel in a certain way, you might feel stressed, you might feel nervous, you might feel fearful, but you're supposed to feel that way. And that's a hugely powerful thing to think. You're supposed to feel that way. Because what that feeling is actually directing you, putting a kind of a flag up, it's a signal to you to kind of become conscious, to recognize how you feel. That's what it is. And once you recognize how you feel, and once you accept it, because that's what you do, once you accept the actual philosophy that you're supposed to feel that way, you start to say, okay, I'm supposed to feel that way. Let's accept that I feel that way. Let's say that it's totally normal to feel the way you do right now. And you may feel kind of, you might feel, maybe happy, but you might feel a little bit stressed today. You might feel low in energy. You're supposed to feel that way. And if you accept that feeling, if you accept that, then you actually start to bring about relaxation. Because you start to actually accept this feeling as the way you're supposed to feel. And you are supposed to feel that way. So when you're going before the race, there's a powerful thing to think is actually becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's being comfortable with the nerves that you feel. It's being comfortable with that anxiety you feel. Because I've said before, you're stepping out of your comfort zone when you actually get into racing. When you get into racing, you're stepping out of your comfort zone and you're putting pressure on yourself. And you're actually saying, I need to perform well because this is what I've been training for months and maybe years to do. I've been training for months and years for this exact moment. And when that you have that philosophy and you know this, it puts pressure on you and you tighten up. And if you allow that tightness to overcome you and you don't recognize that you're tight and you don't accept it, then you will be overcome and your body will perform at a suboptimal level. It's so common that athletes train hard and get all the training, and then it comes to racing, they never improve because they never accept the way they feel, and they're never kind of getting used to the nerves of the being race fit, the nerves that you feel in that race and the pressure you put on yourself. You never recognize it and you allow the nerves to get on top of you. But you've got to kind of become conscious of it, be aware, and I talked about it a good 2 or 3 videos back, 4 videos back about being aware. You need to be aware of how you feel. And once you're aware of how you feel, then you kind of accept it and say to yourself, I'm supposed to feel this way. This way is supposed to help me run well. When you don't recognize it and you allow those nerves to take over you, then you will be tight. Your strength and power will be diminished, and so will your endurance. Remember, it happens all the time that athletes do all the training and then for some reason their racing doesn't go well, they lose motivation, they can't understand why, they lose that confidence in their own ability, and they start to give up. I've seen it so many times because they don't accept the way they feel, and they don't know how to recognize that those nerves and anxiety as something of benefit to them instead of something that's going to hinder them. Really learn to recognize right throughout the day, not just for your racing, but throughout the day, practice it. Getting into your breathing actually helps you do that. You become more aware. It helps you relax as well, but it also helps you become more aware of where you are right now, getting out of your head. You've got to separate yourself from what's going on out in here. Be aware of what's going on, how you're feeling. Once you're aware of how you're feeling, then you can accept it as something that you're supposed to feel, because it's supposed to direct you to the way you should feel, as it were. But it's really, really important you do this. And just practice it each day. And once you do recognize and you accept the way you feel that right now, whether that's been stress, whether you've been, as I say, low in energy, anything negative in the way you feel, those thoughts coming in that are coming in that might have come through a bad experience that you've had. And just once you accept the way you feel, you separate yourself from your mind, your thinking stage. Once you separate yourself from your mind and thinking stage, then you can bring about relaxation. You have power. You're not powerless, you're powerful. And it's learning to handle yourself and all that's around you. And you get that sense of calmness. It's really powerful, this. And you get that sense of stillness as well. Learn to do this. And once you do that, relaxation is going to be a cinch. It's really going to be a cinch. Hope that video was helpful for you. Please like, please share, because there's not many, as far as I know, I don't even know any channels that are putting out content like this that is hugely valuable to getting the most out of your sprinting performance in 100, 200, or your running performance in 400 meters. This content is so valuable to reaching your potential. And you cannot just do it by training. Training is a vehicle, yes. But you need to learn how to drive the vehicle. And this stuff helps you drive that vehicle. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.